So today we're doing deep dish lasagna. It's a fantastic recipe. I'm going to take you through it step by step, make it easy for you, so let's get started. So we're going to dice the onion nice and fine, and then cook it. I like everything that goes in the lasagna cut up fine and cooked well. Cut in about 1/4 inch slices and don't cut the whole way through. Well, I just kind of broke through. You can hold it together and churn it, and then 90 degrees, cut it again. So we got the spinach washed, and what we're going to do is we're going to give it a little spin and then dry before we put it in the lasagna. Yeah, you don't want a lot of extra moisture in the lasagna. It would ruin it, make it runny. Put some paper towel, put in there. Gets it pretty good, but we will put it in there and leave it dry even more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the process. I got 2 frying pans, hamburger, spices, onions, peppers, and mushrooms in the other one. I'm going to cook them on high just to sear them for a while, and then I'm going to reduce the heat to caramelize the peppers and the onions. Going to cook this probably for about 1/2 hour. Going to cook the hamburger until it's nice and done. So let's get started. Okay, put a little bit of cooking oil in each one. And I'm going to put in a nice chunk of butter. Now we're going to let that heat up and melt, and then we'll start adding more things. So we're going to add some fresh grated garlic to the hamburger frying pan. We're going to add the hamburger. We got about 2 pounds. Onions, peppers, mushrooms. Flip it around, get the oil and butter all over it. We'll fry for a little bit of it. You want to work the hamburger a bit and break it up in smaller pieces while it cooks. And you're going to leave it cook a little bit before we start adding the spices. Okay, so we're going to add the onion powder, Montreal steak spice, salt, pepper, and soy sauce. After you add everything, you definitely want to mix it well right away and get the soy sauce and the spices all mixed up. Alright, so the hamburger's doing good. We're going to turn that back a bit. We're going to leave the vegetables go for a little bit longer. Now we're going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes, and we're going to continue to leave that simmer. And then we're going to mix it. We've been frying these on high for about 10 minutes. We're going to turn them back and leave them simmer for another 20. Can of tomato paste. Quarter cup of barbecue sauce. I use Bullseye, but you can use your favorite or whatever you want to use. Okay, so the vegetables are ready to go in with the hamburger mixture. I will let this simmer for probably another half an hour, and then we'll put it all together. Okay, we're definitely ready to put the lasagna together. Meat mixture, cheese, cottage cheese, spinach, and these are the noodles, the lasagna noodles that you don't have to cook, but I like soaking them in warm water. Just because I find that helps them out a little bit. So let's start. So what we're going to do is keep mixing this a bit to make sure the juices are through. We're going to put just a little bit on the bottom, a small amount. There we go. Now we're going to just put a small amount of cheese. Okay, so I took these out of the water after they soaked for 5 minutes in hot water. It says you don't have to, but I like to do it. I find they cook just nice still. So we got to cut these and take a bit off that. Right about there. 1, 2, 5, and cut one. See if that fits. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut a few of them at the same time. Alright, so layer noodles. And the pieces we cut off, we can layer there. So now, a half decent layer of the hamburger mixture. Now, another layer of the noodles. And a small strip. Now a layer of cottage cheese. I like putting a fairly good amount of cottage cheese. Another layer of noodles. Now we're going to go with a layer of spinach. Layer of noodles. Alright, now for the cheese. So for the cheese, you can use whatever you like, whatever your favorite cheese is. This is old cheddar. I just find that the flavor goes really good with it. You get a good flavor of cheese, and turns out great. So you use what you like. You can. And I'm going to put a bit extra cheese on this. I like squeezing it down just a bit. Awesome. I don't like it hanging over the edges just because I'm fussy, and it just looks better when you get it all in there. And what I normally do is put this in the oven on about 425, probably for about half an hour, 45 minutes. I watch it till it's nice and bubbling and the cheese is all melted together and a bit crispy, and then I take it out. But I think I'm going to do it different tonight, and I've never done one on the smoker before. I'm surprised I haven't, but it's a beautiful night out. We're going to cook this on the smoker. We're going to put it just on 350, and we're going to smoke it. Hopefully on the 350 I'll get a bit of a smoke flavor, and we'll see how long it takes. So I think that's good enough. So I'm going to go get the smoker heated up, and we'll put it in and see how it turns out. Okay, so we're ready to put the lasagna in the smoker with the smokers up to 350. This is the first time I did a lasagna in the smoker, so I'm going to start it off at 350, and then I think probably I'll move it to 450. But I'll watch it and let you know how it turns out. But oh, I'm sure it's going to turn out good. You know, it's no different than doing like mac and cheese. So I think I'll put it up high. So the lasagna's been on for about 10 minutes, and I was in there and I was thinking, that on the smoker, that needs bacon on it. Now normally I would if I was going to put bacon on lasagna, I would mix it with the cheese, but I'm going to take it out and just assess it, see if I cooked up some bacon, about 3/4. I'm going to put it over because I think it'd be awesome, some bacon on that in the smoker. I have cheese. I might add cheese, but I don't want to. I think I'm just going to add a bit on top. We're going to take a chance, so I'm going to go ahead and take it out and add some bacon. See how it has to turn out. Okay. All right. So add bacon. Oh yes, it's sinking in. A little help. Let's put it all on. I think it was a good idea. Let's wait and see. Look, just a little cup sprigs on it. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's an awesome night. October 20th, Nova Scotia. Feels like it must be 15. It's about 10 o'clock. It's hard to believe how nice it is. All right, let's put that back in. Definitely going to be good. So yeah, I don't know if I said it or not, that's been going for about 10 minutes. So we're going to leave it go for another half an hour. So the lasagna's been on now for 34 minutes. And it's looking really good. The bacon turned out really good. And went down in, and you can see it bubbling. Yeah, it's perfect. And I cooked that on 350 now for 34 minutes. I'm going to turn it on. This smoker goes up to 450, goes up to 400. I'm going to put it on 400 for the next 15 minutes. I think that'll be good enough. It'll be done. So about 45 minutes. Now, like I said, if you were to do this in the oven inside, I'd just put it on 425 for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. I think it's about a half an hour. I'd do it just until it's bubbling and the cheese is all melted and a bit crispy on the edges. All right, see you in 15 minutes. All right, the lasagna's been in there 15 minutes and it is looking done. So we will take it out and we will let that set. I'm going to leave it cool overnight before we cut it. So there's the finished product. Looks pretty good. Alright, so the lasagna set overnight, cooled down nice. I have it cut up and we're going to take another piece out. Oh, look at that. Look at that, how it stayed together. Beautiful. Look. Cheese, hamburger, spinach, cottage cheese, hamburger. Beautiful. Alright, so we got a piece out. I heated it up a little bit. Let's give it a try. Nice. Yeah. Very good. The bacon's very good on it. All the flavors go together good. Very good lasagna. Give it a try, let me know how you make out with it. Alright, so the lasagna turned out pretty good for doing it in the smoker and adding the bacon on it. It stayed together well, so if you made it this far in the video, hit the subscribe button and smash the like button, and join us for more food videos. Have a good one.